Say man, how y'all doing, man? How y'all doing on this Friday afternoon? You know what I'm saying? Blessings, success, man. That's all been happening with me, man. You know what I mean? Same thing as usual, man. You know what I mean? Took me some time to chill out, man. I got some new sounds on my little studio, man. I set up and played that all night long, man. You know what I'm saying? I got some nice little sounds on my arsenal, man, and coming off and brainstorming and coming up with new content on my music, coming up with new lyric, man, coming off the top of the head, man. It was just a good experience, man, just to get back in the studio and brainstorm and just, you know what I'm saying, get in the lab and just vibe and, you know, get the feel of the thing, man, and record some little, land some tracks, man, with my new sounds, man. I'm really happy about that, man. You know what I'm saying? Running into people everywhere I go, man. You know what I mean? They showing me love when I step out, man. I can't do nothing but be happy, man. That's all I can say, man. You know what I mean? But without further ado, this right here is JamBox 101, Lesson 2, Series 2, Gainstaging. So as you can see, I got everything set up for you, and I'm gonna just break down in the details the things that you need to do with your instrument tracks, and also, like I say, your audio tracks and everything before you start recording. This is what you do before you start recording. So I already got everything set up. So without further ado, we're gonna go on and get into it. So let's see. All right, so let me get this going. We're gonna bring this up. So the first thing you want to do is you want to, with Gainstaging, like I was explaining in lesson 1, is that you want to adjust the sound in your plugin first. So we're gonna do this right here. So I'm gonna bring it up for you. So as you can see right here, you got the plug-in right here. So this is machine, and this is exactly what I was trying to tell you about right here. You see that right there? That is, you know, they got channels for each, you know, it's channels for each track. So if I go in here and I hit tab right here, and I hit this tab button, you see that right there? You see all those tracks right there? Those are tracks. So you can actually record in here as a standalone plugin, and you can also use it as a plugin. But like I said, with that being said, you got everything, your sounds and everything right here. So you got that loaded up right there. So like I say, with that being said, that's pretty much it right there. And so I'm gonna go back to the tab button right here and switch that back over. So what I'm gonna do, hold on, let me go back, and I'm gonna load the sound up. So we're gonna do a kick for starters. We're gonna do a kick. Let's see what we got right here. Drums, and we're gonna do a kick, and we're gonna do I go analog, and we'll do kick. Okay, yeah, kick, analog, just like that right there, and we'll do kick 8081, and we'll bring that in. Okay, so all right, so that's your kick right there. Now I'm gonna go to the tab button, and I'm gonna also show you, matter of fact, let me show you what it's doing on the fader channel. Also, I'll let you know, I'll let you see that in a minute. I'll just drag the mixer. Hold on just a minute. Okay, anyway, we're gonna get started with this first. Okay, now, all right, now drag this back up here like this. All right, now just bear with me. Okay, now I'm gonna hit the kick. Let's see. As you can see, So what I was saying, you have to, you know, get it at a decent level. So the plug-in has got a sweet spot. So I'm gonna tell you, I have to look over here and see. Okay, so right in here, you can't see it, but right there it says -20, and right here you can't see it. It says -10. So you want that level meter to kind of hover in between there. So I'm gonna play with this kick and get this level set. So this is what you do before you record and gain stage. So I'm turning the fader now, and I'm pressing it fairly hard because you want to get a true level. So that's pretty decent. So you see how the level meter is right in between now, that 10 and 20. So we're just going to use that for a starting point right there. Now, okay, so I'm going to move this out the way right here. And I'm going to move this out the way. And we're going to get our mixer window in here. Let's see, get the mixer window in here. Give me just a minute. There we go. Now, I'm going to drag this mixer in right here. So remember what I said about, bring that in, shrink it down a little bit so y'all can see what's going on. Okay, now, you see that right there. So this gray area right here is that kick track. Okay, now, and right here, we're going to bring the plug-in back in so you can see what's going on right here. Okay, I just drop it down right here so you can kind of level it up so you can see what's going on. Now pay attention to this right here, this level, and pay attention to that level. Now right around, this is about, okay, that's -15 dB right there, and that's -10. So you want to get it hovering in between there, maybe a little higher, maybe a little lower, but what you're doing is getting a decent level. So we're gonna hit the keys here. You see how that's coming in pretty high right there? See? So right now that's at 5 decibels. So we're gonna bring it down. We're gonna get it in that range. Okay. So you see that right there? Now they look just about even. But now we need to get some volume in it. So we're going to raise this up a little more. Because what you're trying to do is, you can't see it, but you want to have that at -12 decibels on your, you want to be looking at the meter on your interface. Now I'm gonna bring this in. Now this is my meter for my interface, and right around, and okay, you got 18 decibels there, and I'm gonna leave it right there. Now watch what happens. You see how that's close in proximity right there? So the only thing I need to do now is go to my plug-in, move this out the way. Okay, go to my plug-in. It's about decent. So I bring it down some. So, like I say, it's hovering right in between now. Okay, so that's pretty decent for me. You see what I'm saying? So that's pretty decent. Now, I'm gonna let you see. Move this out the way. Now, this is my this interface right here is from my interface, and I'm gonna put this right here just to show you. This is about 18, and this is about 15 decibels. That's about 12. So watch this. See that? Right there at the level. See? So that right there is pretty much, you know, that's your gain stage. So let's go back through it. we'll move this out the way. So you got your track loaded up, you know what I mean? That's the first thing you want to do, load your track up, and then bring your plug in, bring your plug in, and then you wanna you know, get your plug in loaded up. Now you notice the rest of these, see how that was the original level, but you see after the gain staging I brought it down, you know what I mean, and then I adjusted the level, and then I went over, well, let's slow up, but you see how I got this right here, and that was my first stage of gain staging right there. So you know, this was coming in pretty hot, so I lowered the level to kind of get it in range. It was actually a little like down here at first somewhere, and then once I got that out the way, just bear with me here. Once I got that done, I moved this out the way, and then I brought this I brought my mixer in. So you see what that is, you know what I mean? I got this, you know, it's fairly low. I mean, but this is just like with a static mix, you know. I might raise it up, you know what I mean, later on in the mix, but this is just the beginning phases before you even do the static mix. You're just trying to get a decent record level so your sound you can get a decent sound, a full sound, you know. Another way, like I was telling you, you can test it. I'm not gonna do it on StreamYard because they sounds be compressed. But right about here, I got it at negative 22 decibels. Let me raise one. Right now, I got this at negative 22 decibels. So another way I test it is I turn this all the way down and hit the keys like that, and then I bring it all the way up high and test it. And if it sound good with the level low right here on your interface and high right there on your interface, you in good shape. So those are like the three ways that you can check your gain staging with your MIDI, you know what I mean. And so pretty much that's it with that right there, you know. So let's see what we got here. I'm gonna just try something right quick. I just want to see if I can get a demonstration going here. I want to okay, we're gonna get into a little session a little bit here. I'm gonna just go through a little small demonstration of gain staging for y'all, you know what I mean. Start one up, do a little simple beat. Okay, all right, so we're gonna start that up right there, and matter of fact, we'll do that on another one. I'm not gonna get off course. We'll do static mix on the next video. Okay, basically that's it right there, pretty much with gain staging. I do the beat on the next one. Okay, so now we got that done with the gain staging, with the MIDI and the instrument track. Now we're gonna go to audio. Now audio is different, you know, it's a little bit different. So let's see how we're gonna do that. So what I do, I go ahead and let me see something. I go ahead and go through with it just for y'all. Okay, all right. So we're gonna bring the mic level in. Which one of these I got going right here? Let's see which one of these I got going. Okay, so you see that right there? I don't know. Matter of fact, let me bring the mixer in so you can see what's going on. Right there. Okay, now I pretty much got my level set. As you can see right here, you probably can't see it, but right here on that mic, I got it set at on the amp, it's at 20 decibels. So I don't have to move that no more. That's pretty much set. And you can see right there on the level meter. I'm away from the mic and it's picking up. If you can see it right there, if you point right there, and the mic is on right now. So right now that's coming in at negative 32. Now I'm gonna bring this mic in, and I get up on it. You know what I mean? Get up on the mic, and I'm gonna put it where negative 18 is. Y'all just bear me. I'm gonna put it where negative 18 is. Now watch this. Mic check 1 2 testing. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. You see how that's in range right there? You see how I got that set in range? And you know what I mean? So that right there, see that's a little faster process right there, you know. So, you know, like I say, with that being said right there, and I'm gonna go ahead and shut this back down. But as you can see, it's simple with the gain staging with the mic. The only thing you got to do now, depending on what type of interface you got, your interface may not come with a screen interface like this. Some do, some don't. But if you do, your level might be different from mine because or where your room might be bigger than mine or smaller than mine. It just depends. But like I say, you have to work with that yourself. But once you get that level set right there, you don't have to change it no more. Don't even bother it no more. Like even with this right here, when you doing gain staging and right now I'm gonna bring the audio. Now this right here, that's the audio track right there. That's the audio track. You see that? Now when you bringing it in, it's that level gonna automatically come in at that level right there. You know what I mean? And a matter of fact, I demonstrate that for you just so you can see it. Now I may step away this time. I'm gonna step away this time, but I'm gonna give it time to come in. You see that right there? Well, it doesn't. Okay, let me explain something. This is the input track. I'm sorry, y'all. Your level gonna come through here first. Now, after you finish doing your recording, that meter right there, that level is gonna go from it's right here on recording, but on playback, that meter is gonna show up right here, and you're gonna have a left and right meter show up right here. So, matter of fact, we'll just demonstrate the same thing to show you that at the most you're gonna have to probably just cut right here, because the thing about it is when you start adding compressors and reverbs and delays and saturation and all that stuff on your vocals, you know what I mean, that level right there is gonna gradually, the more stuff you put in, that thing is gonna gradually increase. So you see how it's at right like 0 decibels. So the most you're gonna be cutting. You ain't gonna probably be boosting. If you even boost it all, I mean, even if you have to cut it all, not boost, but even if you have to cut it all, you'll probably be cutting down right in here somewhere 5 dB, just depending on how you got the level set. But like I say, the level for your gain staging, your target is between negative 18 and negative 12 dB. So that's like right in here. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna set this right here. Now I'm gonna walk away and get on the mic this time. Matter of fact, I'll pull it here. Alright, excuse me. Mic check 1 2 testing. Mic check 1 2 testing. Mic check. You see, that's my arrow right there. I'm gonna just slide it over just so you can see, just a little bit, so you can see that. You see how I got that right there? Now watch that. That level gonna be right there where that mouse is. I mean, where that cursor is. Mic check testing. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Yeah, see, you know what I mean? It's in range. So you know what I mean? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, that's what gain staging is all about. So you want to do this before you start recording, and that goes for your MIDI, and that goes for your audio tracks. Shut that off right here. I'm gonna mute that track so we ain't got that level. I don't care. Let it go. I'm gonna let it fly. But just like I say, but that's just, you know, basically what it is, like gain staging. So we're gonna break it down. You know what I mean? And all of these are gonna be like relatively short because I'm gonna do it in segments. So the first thing you want to do, come into your session, load up your tracks, then you bring your plugin in, you get the level, get a target level set in for the sweet spot on your plugin. Then you go to your mixer, which is right here. You know, which is right here. You bring this up, and then you see where your meter is, and at the most you're gonna have to boost, cut, just depending on what it is, and get your level set. You know what I mean? And once you get your level set, then I'm gonna throw this in for you right here. You can actually to make your workflow go even faster, you can duplicate these tracks right here. So just say this your first track and you get the level set, boom, and you get 1 MIDI track done. Duplicate them, especially if you're making beats and then everything already set up for you. You see what I'm saying? It's just a little something I throw in to make your workflow faster. And we'll get into that too. You know what I mean? Because that's what I'm here, man, to help your job be easier with doing this. So you got that right there. You know what I mean? With the Gainstaging. And like I said, you can watch this video over and over again. And, you know what I'm saying, once you get in the habit of it, and then, you know, you be fluent at it. And then that way your sounds will be better. You see what I'm saying? So, like I say, we got that. We talked about Gainstaging right here with the audio track. Well, that was the audio track. I'm sorry. This is the track that I adjusted for the MIDI. So that's why I got it cut that much. This right here, correction, y'all, sorry, is the audio track. So you see how I haven't really cut it because I ain't really got into it yet to do any recording in it yet. But I'm just giving you like a basic example of the process. So like I say, you want to come here. If you got whatever type of interface you got, you pull up your interface for your DAW, and this is the interface for my DAW. And right here I got it, you know, the one that the level that worked for me is 20 dB. Yeah, 20 dB. You know what I mean? That's what worked for me. I don't bother these right here. I leave these right here, they set at 0. I don't even bother those. I just leave them like how they is. Got that set at 20 dB. And as you can see, I got everything assigned to something. So you see I got my bass guitar right there, say Tobias say. So when I play my bass guitar, I run my bass guitar through there. You know what I mean? And then my Blue Baby Bottle, which is going on now, I run that through there. And then my Rode NT1. So I got everything assigned. So there's just a little few tips you can do for yourself to be organized. And another thing I wanted to tell you about too is and I'm gonna throw this in for you. I don't know like what type of interfaces y'all got, but right here you can put in, you can dial in right here, you know, your fader level volume. So you know what I'm saying, I can say fader, you know, type fader volume in, you know, fader volume, and put -2 dB. You can't see that, but you type that in right there and save it, because you might mess around and be in a session. You see how that popped up right there? You might mess around and be in a session and be working, and you move that. You're going to move this around while you mixing because you're trying to find it, and then you might move this and say, man, I forgot where I had it at. That'll remind you, hey, this is what you had it set at, and you know, you set it back, you set it back at what you had it at, you know, -2 dB, you know, like that. You know what I mean? So if you got these in your interface, you know, type in what you got set, and that'll help your workflow. So I'm just putting that in for y'all right there. And so like I say, that, and then remember with your gain stage and with your mic, you know what I mean? So, you know, you bring this in right here, set your level. Once you set it that one time, don't mess with it no more. Get that out the way, and then you bring you bring that in, boom. You know what I mean? Start recording, you know what I mean? Your level already set. And you're going to need, the reason it needs to be down here, because you need this headspace. Because like I said, the more plugins you start bringing in, the higher that level signal is going to get. Same thing over here. You know what I mean? You know, with kicks and snares and all of that, you know, the more stuff you start bringing in, the higher the level going to get. So you want to keep that relatively low. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much it right there. So this right here is JamBox 101, Lesson 2, Series 2, Gainstaging. Here truly, excuse me, with yours truly, MisterClassics. You know what I mean? So y'all get ready for the next one, is where I'll be actually doing the static mix, and that right there will be where I might do a little kick in the snare track and just, you know, level it off and show y'all various ways how to do a static mix. You know what I mean? So y'all can get the understanding of what that is. So with that being said, y'all have a good Friday evening. And go to that YouTube channel MisterClassics dash YouTube. You know what I mean? There it is right there. You know, or wherever. You see this right here? That's how you spell it. MisterClassics. Matter of fact, you see that right there? That's how you spell it. MisterClassics dash YouTube. You know what I mean? Go to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Share them with your friends. If you know anybody that's interested in doing this recording and producing thing, have them to come to my site. You know what I mean? You can reach me at my email at MisterClassics@gmail.com. Leave me a message there. You can go to Instagram, go in the search and type that MisterClassics right there. Go type that right there. And, you know, DM me right there. And on the 2 ways to get in touch with me if you're interested in doing this recording. If you're interested in getting some one-on-one sessions. If you're interested in getting some mentorship. If you're interested in, you know, like making some sound business decision. Now, you know, I got services for that. You know, I got the PayPal account set up for that. All you got to do is get with me and let me know, you know, like I say, what it is you need or what you're trying to do, and we can work something out. Like I say, this is a business, you know what I mean? But I teach lessons, you know what I mean, so you can learn and be better. And, you know, like I say, right now, I got my son watching these because I'm teaching my oldest son how to produce too, because he rap too. So I'm teaching him how to do it. And I got some other, I done trained a lot of people. Like, this ain't just started now, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing it, even when I was staying over there in Adamville. You know, like I said on my, if you listen to my story, on my introduction video, I've been grooming people how to rap and how to produce, you know what I mean? Like I said, I had some cats that were from 13 to 16, and when I first met them, they went from relying on me and grooming them till they started producing their own stuff in my studio, and I just come home and tighten up the mix. You know what I mean? But with that being said, though, I want to put something else out here, man, because I'm proud of this. I'm proud of this youngin right here, man. I'm proud of this youngin right here, man. And his name on Instagram is J Never Fold. He just I think he just finished the project, and the name of his project is called Trial and Tribulation. But if you go to Instagram, you type in Jay, and then N, then the letter 3, VER, Fold. And yeah, and go in there and check my man out. Now with the music, now you have to get with him on that. But just go on Instagram, man, and check that cat out right there, youngin' out, man. That boy, he gonna be the next Paul Wall, but he just, man, I'm telling you, kid raw, man. You know what I mean? And we exchange each other music, man. He dug my stuff and I dug his stuff, man. But check that youngin' out, man. He gonna be bad. That's one of them. I'ma be you know, mentoring and groomer, man. I got him up under my wing. You know what I mean? And he got somebody producing stuff for him now. But by the time I get through with him, he gonna be his own boss, doing his own thing and running his own thing, man. So like I say, man, I do it for them reasons, man, and as well as my son, and as well as you know, Jay Never Fold over there, man. That kid gonna be great. You know what I'm saying? But y'all check that out, man. And when the time be right, man, I'm gonna do a session hooking up my son's studio when he ready. But he just working on his rap skill right now. Everybody hustling, I'm grinding, they grinding. So it's all good, man. I get a whole arm of y'all up under me, man. We can get a whole allegiance of producers and rappers and artists going, man. You know what I'm saying? And it could be something great, man, because, you know, music always gonna need to be made, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, we need to raise up some more lyricists, man, and some more producers, some more mastering engineers. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm here for. You know what I mean? That's what this all about. You know what I'm saying? Business and helping raise and helping raise new engineers and producers up, mastering engineers, artists, business people. You know what I mean? That's what type of platform this is. So like I say, but again, man, y'all check my man out, man. Check my partner out. J Never Fold. That's Jay, then N, then the number 3, VER, then FOLD on Instagram. Check my man out. He got a project called Trials and Tribulation. You know what I mean? I can relate to that. You know what I mean? Because I'm going through that now. But just like I say, I'm still pushing, still hustling, still going strong. And we ain't going to stop, because this is what I really do. You know what I mean? This is what I love to do, man. And I'm being moved and being moved and being led and being guided to do what I'm doing, man, and that's just what the bottom line is. You know, we gonna stay doing what we doing over here, man, and stay hustling, stay pushing. But with that being said, I appreciate y'all, man. Take this video, break it down, you dissect it, you know what I mean, and learn something new, you know what I mean. If it ain't your thing, you know you can learn, but if it is, you know you got another approach now, you know what I mean, like I say. But reach out to me at MisterClassics@gmail.com. Type in MisterClassics at Instagram. Go to my YouTube channel, YouTube MisterClassics, right here. That dash YouTube. Subscribe to that email list. Like the video. I also got the website, MisterClassics.net. You can go on there, man. I got some music on there, free download for sale. I mean, not free download, but digital downloads for sale. I got the physical copies too. I'll show y'all what that look like on the next video when I do the Gainstaging, and I'll show you what the CD look like, man. I got some pressed up, man. So we just gonna keep on moving with this. With that being said, y'all have a good Friday evening. I go by the name of Mr. Classics, and this is JamBox 101, Lesson 2, Series 2, Cubase, Gainstaging with the instrument and the audio tracks. Until next time, see y'all later.